Quick update on the Speed Kings. You might remember in the last video that this piece here, this little link piece, was broken on this pedal. And I mentioned that I had ordered a replacement, but not a new old stock replacement. Instead, I ordered a brand new replacement for the modern Speed King pedal that came out recently. I did install that on the pedal, but as you can see here, it's not as exact a fit as I thought it might be. It's not a big deal, and I'm going to correct that. But this is just to let you know in advance in case you have an old Speed King and you're thinking of doing the same thing, whether your original linkage is broken like mine was, or if you just want to upgrade it and kind of beef it up with stronger components. I'll just show you. Here's an original one. Again, excuse the autofocus. Okay, you can see here, it's pretty thin. And these are known for being bent very easily. On a lot of older Speed Kings, you'll see these bent. And of course, mine was broken, so yeah, they're obviously not the strongest. Whereas the modern one, if my camera will show you, the modern one is a little thicker. Overall, it's stronger and sturdier, but it doesn't fit exactly up here. It doesn't move that freely up here. It's in the corners, there's some friction. So much so that it actually kind of binds up, and it's like a light switch. So, again, not a big deal. I'm either going to grind down the edges of the actual link a little bit, or possibly file down this space here in the corner. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna file it, put some grease in there, and it should work fine. But so just so you know, it's not a 100% direct fit. The Speed Kings did change over the years a little bit. Your mileage may vary. It may fit perfectly for you. If so, that's awesome. But you may have to make a little adjustment, and it shouldn't be a big deal. Just wanted to let you know. While we're here, another quick update. I've been wanting for a while to make a video inspired by Alex Lifeson's guitar auction, which you may have heard about. I'm a little late talking about it, but as you probably know, I'm a really huge Alex Lifeson fan, really big Rush fan. Of the roughly 31 guitars I own now, including basses and double necks, a large number of them were purchased because of Alex Lifeson. So I've been wanting to make a video talking about the auction, talking about some of my Alex Lifeson inspired guitars, and what they mean to me, and go over some of them, especially to talk about some of the more obscure Rush guitars that have a cult following in the community, like the Hentor Sportscaster, and a couple of the other modified Strats that he was using in the 80s. I'm going to work on a video like that pretty soon, so stay tuned if you're interested. Also, another update on the Loft. I did get the Loft 450 that I mentioned a while ago. It's got problems. It's got some issues. When I got it, it was completely disassembled on the inside. The circuit board was loose, it was completely detached, all the screws were in a little baggie, all the knobs were in a baggie, the nuts that mount the potentiometers onto the faceplate were in a bag, even the daughter board was in a bag. The main board was just loose inside the chassis, and there was some bubble wrap in there, and there was duct tape over the transformer. I didn't know if this thing was even safe to plug in once I assembled it, but I took a chance. I'm a little leery about plugging in untested electronics now since I had a Gallien-Kruger catch fire on me. Anyway, so I took one for the team and I tested out the Loft. It passes signal, but the effect does not work at all. There's no wet signal to speak of in any setting, not in delay mode or flange mode. If anything, it gets a little louder when I engage the effect, but other than that, absolutely nothing. It just passes a dry signal through. I tried every input and output as well. I'm gonna need to do something about that. So if any of you have any ideas, comment on this video if you would, or I'll post a link to my thread on Gearsluts, or I guess now it's Gearspace. I have a thread on there. I'll link that in the description. If you have any input, please let me know. Other than that, that's all for now. So cheers, have a good day, and until next time.